When people think of luxury and power, one name that often comes to mind is Melania Trump. But beyond the headlines and public appearances lies a lifestyle that most people can only imagine. Today, we're stepping inside her world. Not the political stage, but the private, billionaire life she's lived behind the scenes. Melania's story didn't begin in wealth. She was born in Slovenia, far from the glitter of Manhattan penthouses and global influence. Her early years were modest, shaped by discipline and ambition. Modeling became her gateway, taking her from Europe to major fashion capitals. Everything changed when she met Donald Trump. That relationship would eventually place her in one of the most exclusive financial circles in the world. But her role was never just the wife. Melania carefully crafted a persona built on privacy, elegance, and control. Unlike many in elite society, she rarely overshares. You won't find constant interviews or daily glimpses into her routine. That mystery is part of her brand. It keeps people curious. What does daily life actually look like when you have access to private jets, multiple estates, and global connections? What does luxury mean when money is no longer a limit? In this video, we'll break it down piece by piece. From her homes and routines to fashion, influence, and how she maintains a very controlled public image. This isn't just about wealth. It's about how that wealth is lived. One of the clearest windows into Melania Trump's lifestyle is real estate. We're not talking about just one home. We're talking about a network of properties that span cities and coastlines. At the center of it all is Trump Tower in New York City. This isn't just a residence. It's a symbol. The penthouse she's associated with is designed in gold accents, marble, and floor-to-ceiling views of Manhattan. It's built to impress, but also to isolate from the outside world. Then there's Mar-a-Lago in Florida. This estate blends luxury with exclusivity. It's both a residence and a private club, meaning life there is social, but still controlled. High-profile guests, formal dinners, and tightly managed access define the experience. Each location serves a purpose. New York offers privacy in a vertical city. Florida offers space, warmth, and a more relaxed elite circle. Movement between these homes is seamless, often handled by private aviation. What stands out is not just the cost of these properties, but the lifestyle they allow. Security, staff, and structure ensure that daily life runs smoothly without interruption. For Melania, home isn't just where she lives. It's part of how she manages visibility, comfort, and control. Each space reflects a version of her life, carefully maintained and rarely fully revealed to the public. Melania Trump's fashion choices say a lot about how she navigates wealth and attention. Unlike flashy displays often associated with billionaires, her style leans toward controlled elegance. She regularly wears pieces from high-end designers, but the focus is on structure and precision rather than excess. Clean lines, neutral tones, and tailored fits dominate her wardrobe. It's luxury that doesn't need to shout. During her time in the White House, every outfit was analyzed. Designers, fabrics, and even color choices became headlines. Yet Melania rarely explained her decisions. That silence added to the intrigue. Her wardrobe isn't just about clothing. It's a tool. It communicates authority, distance, and refinement. Whether stepping onto a global stage or attending private events, her appearance is always intentional. There's also a strong sense of consistency. While trends come and go, her look remains stable. That consistency reinforces her brand. It tells the world exactly how she wants to be perceived. Behind the scenes, managing this level of presentation requires a team. Stylists, designers, and assistants all play a role, but the final decisions appear tightly controlled. In billionaire circles, fashion can often become a competition. For Melania, it's more like a strategy. It supports her image without overwhelming it. Her style reflects something bigger, not just wealth, but discipline in how that wealth is displayed. A billionaire lifestyle might sound chaotic or extravagant, but for Melania Trump, daily life appears structured and controlled. Privacy is a major priority. Unlike many public figures, she keeps her routine largely out of view. There are no constant updates, no oversharing. That creates a clear boundary between public image and personal life. Her days often revolve around a small, trusted circle. Staff handle logistics, security manages safety, and schedules are carefully planned. This allows her to focus on select activities without disruption. Family also plays a central role. Much of her attention has been directed toward raising her son, with a strong emphasis on stability and normalcy despite extraordinary circumstances. Even in high-security environments like the White House, she maintained a degree of separation from constant public engagement. She chose her appearances carefully rather than being constantly visible. Travel is another key part of her routine. Whether moving between properties or attending events, transportation is efficient and private. There's little room for unpredictability. What stands out most is restraint. With unlimited resources, many would fill their schedules with activity. Melania's approach seems different. Fewer appearances, fewer statements, but more control. This kind of lifestyle isn't just about access to wealth. It's about managing that access in a way that protects personal space. In a world where visibility often equals influence, she's built a life that operates just as much behind closed doors. Melania Trump's influence doesn't follow the usual pattern. She's not constantly speaking, posting, or inserted herself into every conversation. Instead, her presence is selective. During her time as First Lady, she launched initiatives, but often with a quieter approach compared to previous figures in that role. She chose moments rather than constant visibility. This strategy extends beyond politics. In billionaire circles, influence often comes from networks, relationships, and access rather than public statements. Melania operates within that system. Her image is carefully protected. Interviews are rare. Public appearances are controlled. Even her social media presence has been measured. This creates a sense of distance, but also intrigue. People pay attention because they don't get constant access. That scarcity increases perceived value. There's also an understanding of timing. When she does appear, it's often during moments that carry significance. That gives each appearance more weight. Critics and supporters both try to interpret her silence. But that silence itself can be a form of control. It prevents overexposure and limits misinterpretation. In a world driven by constant communication, Melania's approach stands out. It's less about dominating the conversation and more about choosing when to enter it. That kind of influence isn't loud, but it can still be powerful. When you look at Melania Trump's billionaire lifestyle as a whole, one theme keeps showing up: control. From real estate and fashion to daily routines and public image, everything appears carefully managed. Nothing feels random or overly exposed. Her journey from Slovenia to global prominence is already unusual. But what's more interesting is how she's handled that position. Instead of leaning into constant visibility, she's built a life that protects privacy while still maintaining influence. Wealth provides access, but it doesn't automatically create structure. That structure has to be built, and in her case, it seems intentional. Not everyone would choose this kind of lifestyle. Some prefer openness, constant engagement, and public attention. Melania has taken a different route. Her world includes luxury, travel, and elite circles, but also distance and restraint. It's a balance that few people manage to maintain. And maybe that's why people remain curious. Because despite all the access, so much of her life remains out of reach. That mystery is part of the story. So when we talk about billionaire lifestyles, it's not always about excess or visibility. Sometimes